we've got Gabe here with us. And
Gabe Garcia.
Your story, Gabe. Tell us. How did you wind up here?
At the rag company?
At the rag company.
Oh, man. Well, actually, if I'm not mistaken, I was
You're the third son.
third employee. Yeah, so back when the company was purchased by the Hennens, you know, I was in college at that time.
Yeah.
And we were working out of the garage, and the company just started growing bigger and bigger. But I had to part ways in a sense because, you know, I'm a teacher, and my biggest goal was to teach students, teach kids, teach high school, teach junior high as well as coach. So I separated ways and started that journey. And yeah, so I separated ways. Then we moved forward where, you know, fast forward to the year 2020 of all craziness when COVID really took place. And, you know, I decided to do a 1-year sabbatical at least. And that's when this opportunity arose where they're like, hey, you know, the media side's growing, the building. We got, you guys were in the process in March of putting this building.
I could use a little help here and get the whole thing going. Yeah.
So
this new building and all
kind
that.
of picked me up, and with my background of kind of managing the media aspect side, they asked, hey, you want to come on board and manage this facility that we're in, I guess, if you will. And that's kind of what brought me back here, essentially.
Well, what you guys don't know is we jokingly refer to the fact that it was Gabe and Dane that started the YouTube channel. So the fact that you're watching this now, gosh,
it was
almost 6 years, 5 years
Been
into
a minute.
this. It was Gabe's class.
That's right.
That was when we were doing the first series of videos. I remember because you guys did the first two Dane Explains.
Yeah.
Then you did the Corvette video. That we
also
Junkman stuff.
We also, we went out
You
to
guys
the
did that.
Corvette Club.
Yep. And then you did the Junkman stuff. And then I came on and did my towel video with the two of
And
you.
then we did with Ivan.
And then we had Ivan come in and do all those videos with me in my shop with all of your students standing there holding cameras and all that kind of stuff. So it's funny that, you know, if you guys think like, oh man, Gabe's new here, he hasn't been, he's been around, and we jokingly refer to him as the third son because Jeff always says he's my third son. In the fact that Gabe was always a fixture at the Hennen household growing up, and is a really good friend of Corey Hennen, Dane's younger brother. And so that's just how Gabe was just around. And so that's why we've always had that. But Gabe was one of those friends of ours that would always stop by, say hi. I'd been detailing his cars when I had my detail shop. And it was, you were calling because you had just bought your truck. And you were like, I want to get it detailed, and I need to get my other truck done. And I was like, Gabe, what are you doing right now? You don't have school. And he was like, I'm just hanging out, man. I don't have anything to do. I was like, you need to come over and check out the studio that we've been building. And he's like, I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
Well, come
and then
look at
literally, like, while you were here, Jeff's like, do you want to come work here?
Yeah, well,
We need a job.
It was interesting because Nick, who is behind the control room, he's actually,
producing this
talk
right
about
now.
family affair. Nick is my brother-in-law, and Nick has had experience both with working at Channel 2
And ESPN.
and ESPN, and they wanted to be back in Boise. So my niece, you know, Nick has been a great dad, you know, just hanging out with her.
Yeah.
And it came to a point where Jeff's like, you know what, we need the expertise for basically all of the elements that requires having state-of-the-art facilities. So it was kind of a combo, except I wasn't necessarily looking at changing careers. It just kind of happened, you know. Life just kind of happens. But no, it's been a fun ride. Super stoked to be here at the Rag Company. Definitely, you know, hearing you guys, listening to Jimmy's response, I'm thinking the same thing. You're sitting behind the scenes so often. You know, we're not professional detailers, but holy cow, we edit so much video. It's like I feel like I know this stuff. And the love of cars, holy smokes, it's a great place to be if you love cars.
Oh yeah. No, it's infectious.
I've got too many cars. I think that's my only
Yeah,
issue.
you do have a car addiction.
Yeah.
It is one of those things for you.
Yeah.
He won't go out of his way to tell you that, but
Yeah.
you'll find out eventually, and you're like, my goodness, he's just got a rotating.
So I'm kind of like Dane. Dane likes odd cars, right? Mm-hmm.
Well,
except
your choices,
Except-
I can predict what you're going to pick almost every time.
Dane likes odd end cars, but what I really like is I like the cars that have a good story as well as extremely low miles.
There you go.
Yeah. Is it a collector grade Toyota? He's interested. Yeah, that's why you've seen so many Tacomas and 4Runners on the channel lately, and maybe a Land Cruiser too.